Hello and welcome to Amanda's Trying, where sometimes all we can do is try and get through a day, and that's okay. I'm Amanda, and today I'm coming to you no filter. Very, very real. Let's just put it that way. To announce, I'm giving up. Yeah. Bye!
I'm trying really hard, I promise. But all that I could do today was cuddle my dog and cry.
Okay, so I've been planning, or I've been trying to do this video for a few weeks. But normally in my videos, I like to be able to have done my makeup and wear a cute outfit and have the energy to be eloquent and well-spoken. And so I was waiting for a day where all of those things would happen, and weeks and weeks have gone by, and I just realized, like, I need to get this out, or else by the time the people need my videos. No. I want to get this out before I inevitably have another change in focus. And so I just wanted to come update you guys, because initially when I was making videos in the summer, I was like really just like zoning in on putting all of my efforts into doing my treatment and like fulfilling the levels that I was supposed to be exercising at and the amount of days that I was supposed to be exercising at. Like, I really just like wanted to be able to do it so desperately. And I mean, that wasn't quite different from my approach initially with my exercise treatment, but like it felt like my number one priority in the summer was like, I'm gonna do this treatment exercise. And I failed. Like, I couldn't do it yet again. And so just to back up, in case you guys don't realize or have forgotten, because you're not living my life, so you don't have to be obsessed with my treatment the way that I am, but I got concussed 3.5 years ago. So it's been 3.5 years of just like doing treatment and like desperately trying to get better. And I needed to do that. I needed, for one, to like get better than where I was at initially. And I have made progress, and I am doing better than I was when I initially was concussed. But 3.5 years of just treatment is a long time, and for the past year, honestly, like, I haven't been seeing the results the way that I was with some of the other treatments that I know there's a dog back here. Oh my gosh, you're gonna hear Darcy in the backyard doing his... See, because normally when I do a video, I always try and do it when no one else is home. But, so you're gonna... Oh my gosh, you're gonna hear noises. I'm sorry. This is just gonna be a really crappy video. Okay? Sorry. I look bad. The sound is going to be bad. That's it. You're getting the real me. Okay. I don't even remember what I was saying, honestly. Just that I've been doing treatment for 3.5 years, and I was putting everything into treatment. My energy, my time, my thoughts, my finances, everything was going into treatment. And everything else was like being put to the wayside. I was doing social stuff only if I had capacity on top of my treatments. I was volunteering only if I was able to do that along with my treatments. If I was going to do one thing that day, it was going to be my treatment. And if that meant that I wasn't going to be able to do any of my hobbies or do anything except for sit on the couch and wait until the day was over, then that was it. It was going to be treatment. And like I was saying, like, there was a lot of positives from most of the treatments that I've done. There's been improvements that I can pinpoint and say, here's what this treatment helped me with. Starting from the very beginning with physio. But I was kind of running out of people to go to, and people I was seeing, they're kind of running out of ideas as well. Like, they don't understand why I'm not getting better. Nobody can explain it to me. And I started going to a specialist a year ago, a little over a year ago now, in September of 2023. And he was so convinced that he could help me. And I trusted him. And he did everything that he could, honestly. And I'm not writing him off or saying I'm never gonna, go back to him. I don't know. But the reality is, treatment plans for concussion, the only thing that research has shown to be for sure effective is doing exercise treatment. And I talk about it a lot, and I do videos that explain it. If you guys, I'll just link it up here if you guys want to know more or don't really know what I'm talking about. But for me, exercise creates symptoms like crazy for me. The simplest thing, walking at a brisk pace, means that my headache gets worse. My neck and shoulders are in pain, the muscles tighten like crazy. I can get dizzy, and it can take me hours to recover. And so, for a while, the thought was that just we hadn't figured out my standard yet, because you're supposed to keep your heart rate at a certain place, where your body is like being challenged, but symptoms aren't increasing like crazy. You're hearing my mom right now. I'm sorry. So initially, when I struggled to follow the treatments and do it as much and as intensely as he had said that I need to be doing, the thought was just, let's adjust how intense and how frequent it is, and we'll be able to find a sweet spot. And so we kept on adjusting, and he adjusted and changed kind of the way that we were doing exercise treatments 3 or 4 times throughout the year. And he was, he was still trying to figure it out, and he was still convinced he could find a way to make this work for me. But no matter how we adjusted it, I simply could not maintain the treatment plan and do it consistently. And I'd been trying for a year with this specific treatment, which was really the only thing left for me to do. And the last time that I talked to my specialist, I told him, I still can't do it. And he didn't really have any more ideas. Which I was kind of expecting, and felt like it kind of aligned with where I was at mentally, which was I don't know how much longer I can be obsessed with treatment. I just need to do something else with my life right now. And some people have said, not meanly, they've said oh, I understand, you're so tired, it's okay to give up. And I jokingly said it at the beginning. But I don't feel that I'm giving up. I'm just changing focus. I'm switching what I'm focusing on and what I'm prioritizing. I'm not writing off treatment. And I'm not stopping it entirely. I still want parts of it incorporated in my life, like being active and following up, keeping track of my heart rate and all of that sort of thing. But I can't have my treatment be the number one priority day to day. I can't have myself fighting off a panic attack because I want to see friends, but if I see friends, then I won't have the energy to do my treatment, and that means that I missed a day that I needed to do. Like, that just doesn't feel healthy or helpful anymore, and it hasn't worked. I haven't been able to do it in a way that is effective, and I've been trying for a year. And so, after 3.5 years of being obsessed with treatment, I'm gonna do something else with my time and with my energy. I'm gonna try and live a life like a normal person as much as I can. So what exactly does that mean? Well, I think first of all, my goals are just different. My goals before were entirely based on my treatment. It was, I need to exercise with this heart rate for this long, and I need to do that 5 times a day, or that'd be crazy, 5 times a week, and everything else is just like a suggestion or like a bonus. And now I have more goals than just exercising. My goals are that I want to work part-time. I want to find a Bible study that I go to every week. I want to do yoga once a week. I want to walk my dog every day. And I just want to enjoy life again. I'm not exactly happy right now. And I think it's because I'm so obsessed with my pain. And treatment does that. You have to be so aware of your pain levels and your symptom levels every second of the day, every second of treatment. And for 3.5 years, doing, in every moment, thinking about how much pain I'm in, it just kind of starts to drive you a little bit crazy. And I just want to be able to think about stuff that isn't pain. I want there to be more in my life despite the pain, The pain isn't going to go away. And I'm kind of doubling down on this, acceptance, that my pain is chronic, and I don't know that it's ever going to go away. I don't know if it's ever going to get better. I'm definitely not ever going to have a normal life again, whatever that means, or full recovery. I mean, yeah, I can hope for a miracle, but at this point that's kind of what I feel it would be to have full recovery. And so my focus is, how do I create a life that is fulfilling with taking into account the pain, instead of just spending all my time and energy fighting the pain. It's just too tiring. It's just too exhausting, and I don't see the purpose in it right now. And I don't think I can do it. Of course there's some sadness, and moving away from treatment, it feels like I'm officially saying the pain is here to stay in some ways, but I'm mainly just excited to feel and do normal things again, not feel guilty because I'm going out to dinner with friends, and find a job, that makes me feel like I'm a part of society again, and doing more social things, and just having a life and having an identity outside of my concussion, because everything has revolved around my concussion. I just want there to be things in my days that I'm excited for, when I wake up. There's like things that I can look forward to. And treatment was starting to have me wake up and like dread the day because of what I had to do. So it just wasn't healthy for me. I want to kind of go forward with this new perspective with excitement. And I hope that people will see it as like a positive thing and an exciting thing. If you think about me and pray for me, maybe that can kind of be the direction that you hope for things. Not necessarily full healing, although if you still want to like believe that will happen for me, that's totally fine. But my priority is kind of building my life back up. Or just having a life at this point. Send off the video. I'll do a song recommendation. I didn't actually plan something. I didn't plan what song I'm gonna say here, so I'll just pick a song that I've been listening to a lot lately that falls into kind of the category that I usually recommend songs with. The song is called When the Rain Stops, and it's by an artist called Iij. It's his name J backwards. And the song doesn't like directly relate to me because, he wrote it specifically about situations in his life where he hurt people close to him and then left his community and feeling isolated and stuff like that. Whereas, pain for me is more my body physically and mentally torturing me. But I still find solace in his words, just with like his experience of like the idea of the song is that like even when the rain stops, the impact of it still stays. Kind of talking about even if the painful thing has like stopped, the impact of it stays with you. And for me, like, obviously it was just like 30 seconds of my life that have now stayed with me going on 3.5 years. And I think people naturally forget or move on from other people's pain really easily, right? Like people probably forget that I'm still going through this or don't realize how it still affects me every day. But pain doesn't have an expiry date, and there's no limit that we should be forced to, at this point, you're not allowed to be in pain about this anymore. Like, people don't get to decide that for us. And so it's normal, I think, to feel like the pain is staying for so much longer than you would have expected. And it's okay. It's okay to be in pain. And it's okay to take longer than you thought to heal from things and to move on from things. So, with that being said, I'm gonna end the video. See you next time. Honestly, I've been trying to, this light is really annoying me. I've been trying to well, planning on making this video. I've been trying, oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, I need to get adjusted. So